my MSc Biochemistry, Counseling and Psychotherapy, B.Ed, Yoga Therapy, and many other certificate courses. I'm into this field since 20 years, related with education and dealing with children. I normally deal children with antisocial activity. That comes under criminal psychology, basically. And I have been associated with juvenile welfare department almost since 10 years. Juvenile means a child who is below 18. Uh, if he has done any crime, theft, murder, rape, all these children comes under juvenile. So I have been associated with them, and I was working as a psychologist there, as a counselor and a psychologist. And I have been associated with many organizations. I'll be giving training to children who are low in IQ, that is backward children, and average children who are unable to pass in the exam as per the normal people. I train them in their memory by some activities, by yoga, some other things. Corona.
Sir, what happened?
Really? There was a call, sales promotion call. Hello,
Continue.
hello.
Continue, sir.
Okay. Our topic is relationships and its impact on children. Uh, because I'm specialized with children, most probably, I deal 70% of cases regarding the children. In accordance with that, I give counseling to even parents, their relatives, or to the concerned people nearby to the children. Whenever we come for the relationship, these relationships will be based on basically on our mind, which we have got a storage system. This will be basically implemented into your mind by your eyes, ears, nose, your tongue and skin. The touch or the way we see, the way we hear, the smell of the people, all this brings an effect in your brain or we say mind. This creates feelings. These feelings, if they are good, they change. They may change into desirous desires or adverse desires, which brings a different effect. And this mind, whenever there is an implication on your mind regarding a good or bad one, will have a doubt whether to do it or not to do it. If we do, we get a different result. If we don't do, also we get a different result. Based on this a simple memory which is imprinted on your mind, the relationships built on the children, it may be the family or everything. So whenever we come for the family, basically nowadays we have got nuclear families, both mother and father, maybe husband and wife, and a single child or two children in the family. Whenever we come for your husband, the husband, normally we feel that the bread owner of the family is known as husband and he is the head of the family. Recently, we have got an example. There was a movie, Shakuntala Devi, The Human Computer. In that starting, we have got a scene that the head of the family father, he doesn't earn more than the girl, that's Shakuntala Devi. And the girl says that to her mother, those who earn and run the family is the head of the family, not the father. It's a basic example because we go through the media regularly. And nowadays in Corona, people are interested in seeing movies or some other activities. So related to the basic example. The same way, the behavior of the girl changed there. She may be the human computer, but as per the psychology, she got an impression that the person who earns and runs the family is the head and he is known as father. This is a basic example given for the father or husband. Normally, in our Indian culture, father earns and the family is run by him. Nowadays, even the women are working. This is not to emphasize them, but the relationship starts in this manner. And whenever you come to the wife, normally all the women will be housewives Nowadays they are working, and their impact also is different on the children. So whenever we come for the wife, she takes the responsibility of the children for studying. The child will be studying with them. She sits in front of the children. The children read, normal in every family. So this imprint or implication, which is present in the mind as a memory, it repeats again and again in everyone. The third person who is important is the child. Because I am related with the children, so I talk more about the children. And these relationships affect a lot on the children. The children, they are the silent spectators in the family. They just observe his father or mother or the relatives or the father's friends, or whenever his father or mother, while they are conversation on the mobile, they just observe their parents. They don't listen, they just see their face, the facial movements, their lip movement. As per we come as body language, that is non-verbal communication. This non-verbal communication brings a great effect on the impact of the minds of the small children. And basically, it starts from adjustment. We get many problems of adjustment. The adjustment starts from the school, because initially the child, if he is almost 2.5 years, he'll be sent to the school nowadays, primary, pre-primary, or we can say nursery or the first or second class. So the less time is spent with his parents. In the school, maybe the adjustment problems, the problems of adjustment with the family. Again, the second point will be the friends. So whenever he comes with the friends, the person who sits beside him and the boy who has a good impression on them. Basically, I have said we got a memory in our mind on the relationship. It will be based on your seeing, smell, uh, all these things. So that memory which is imprinted him, he'll decide his friends. So basically, whenever you come for the school initially, half of the day will be spent in the school along with his teachers and his friends. The second part comes to the family, both his mother and father. If both the mother and father are working, they'll be going out, they'll be busy, and they will be having no time or less time with the child, because they'll be busy with their works. Whenever the child's mother comes to home, she'll be busy in cooking something else, and she may not give maximum time to the child. This also affects the child upbringing. And whenever we come for the fatherly figure, head of the home, the bread owner, he comes normally as seen in the media or somewhere else. He comes home, he sits, which is depicted in the media. He'll have his coffee, or he'll be watching the TV or news or anything else. So half of the time will be not given. But basically, the child who comes home, who doesn't have friends, or the child who is introvert, want to spend time with his parents. So whenever he doesn't get time with them, he turns to his friends or the people who praises him or likes him. It doesn't happen maximum until he doesn't attain the stage of 12 or 13. Once he comes to adolescence, that is after 12 or 13, teenage, if he has got friends who has a good society, good habits, the child doesn't develop the habits of smoking or drinking or spending time nagging, all the habits. Then we go with the family. The school and the family is covered. Then we go with the friends. As I said before, based on the friends, we can say his habits. After that, we go with the society. The child who stays near the home, if he has got a good society or good neighbors, the child will be having a good habit. The problems of adjustment starts from the school, friends, and family. Later on, if there is any disturbance in this adjustment, it brings a change in emotional. Uh, Maybe the receiving of the people, the way he talks, depends on his emotionality. The change in the emotional brings truancy. Whenever we come for the truancy, we have got the levels of truancy. These levels of truancy changes from the school because they are known people. The family and the school comes under the known people who are close to him. So whenever we come for the neighbors or the society, they comes under unknown people. It changes the levels of truancy in the child. For the example, the child goes to a school. In his classroom, he doesn't do his homework, or he was talking in the classroom. Basically, the teacher makes him stand up and point out him in front of all the children without knowing the basic reason. If the child is too sensitive, so he comes under the second category, that is the known people or the known place, the school. Then there will be change in his emotions. He may react in a different manner. He may become introvert, that is not revealing anything. He may get angry. Immediately he may shout at the people. If he doesn't shout, he'll sit into the in the bench where he sits, or in the book, or he may show it on the side his friends. His anger, not immediately. It bases on the child to child. So if he shows immediately, it's a problem to the child and his family and the society. The second point, whenever we go, if he is silent, if he scribbles in his book, or whenever he goes home, he shouts at his house, or any pet dog or any street dog, if he kicks it, it's too dangerous than the first point, that is shouting immediately. The second category children are a little bit dangerous, and they may go into this antisocial activity. And the third one comes under unknown people. The child was pointed out in the school. His friend may point out the same thing in front of his neighbor or in the group of friends, that is unknown people. It may also bring a change in him. It depends on the sensitivity of the child. It may change. This comes under truancy levels, which shows impact on the behavior of the child. So whenever we come for this behavior, it first shows on his habits. These habits may change his behavior. Habit means sitting in the class, chit chatting with the friends, or the way he responds to the teacher comes under the habit. The same habit, if it is repeated, as I have given the example, the teacher point out the child whenever he does a wrong thing or whenever he doesn't do his work. If the same thing is repeated over a time, in a span of time, maybe 3 months, 6 months, based on the child, it becomes a habit, and the child develops a type of tendency where there will be a problem to the child. This type of tendency comes under truancy, and we have seen the levels of it. So if this levels increases, then the child will be prone to delinquency. Delinquency is nothing but, in the normal term, we'll say a delicate issue, a borderline where the child may be in his home, or he may go out, roam with the friends. Later, he may tease, or he may do any antisocial activity which is against the social norms. This will be the behavior of the child. And whenever we come for this emotional causes, basically whenever we go for boredom, the child comes home, the parents, they may be working or they are busy, the child feels boredom or he feels bored. So for this, the psychological causes may be, as we have discussed, the teacher abused the child for not doing any work. It comes under abuseness, not physical or sexual. It comes under emotional or verbal abuse. It may be by the father, by the mother, or teacher. So the change in the behavior will be mild truancy or moderate or severe truancy. So this also affects the behavior of the child because the impression in the mind changes. So whenever we go for the second thing, that is bullying. Normally, the child will be friendly with his friends. The same word where the example has taken in the class, if he repeats the same thing, the child is severe, he feels that his friend is bullying him. So the behavior towards his friend may change. This impression in his mind changes him, and he'll be having the same repeated dreams, which turns into a tragedy. In order to run away from this, he'll have a dream. In the dream, he may feel that he is verbally abusing his friend, or he may be beating his friend, or he may run away from this. This turns into a brat tragedy. This brat tragedy again in turn changes his behavior. Whenever we come for this behavior, we have got disorders. The conduct of the child changes. The conduct means behaving of the child towards his friend, the teacher, his neighbors, or his family. So it comes under conduct. So we have got conduct disorders. In this, we have got 1 and 2. If the child is into the conduct disorder 3, he'll directly go to the elder people, as we say, jail or prison, imprisonment. So conduct 1 and 2 disorders, they are so small things which can be rectified. One is nagging. Uh, the child is reluctant to go to school, or he is reluctant to do homework, or he is not able to concentrate on his studies. He'll be spending his much time daydreaming, watching movies, playing games, or chit chatting with the friends. Or in the home, if they have pets, the child will be playing most of the time with the pets. These are symptoms to identify the child. The next one, whenever we go, it turns into a conflict. As we said, we have got a mind where we have got impression. We get a doubt. Shall I do it or shall I not do it? So the same, if it repeats, it converts into a conflict. This conflict, it starts from the school, it goes to the family. The same thing if it is known into the family, if the parent, that is maybe mother or father or his sibling, if they repeat the same thing, the child feels embarrassment. So it comes under family embarrassment. Even this psychological cause, which comes due to conflict, which has happened in the school, for example. So it turns into antisocial personality disorder. Later on, after many years, it turns into a disorder, which is antisocial personality. The child, if he is mild with truancy levels, emotionality increases. He may turn into introvert or extrovert. If he turns into extrovert, we get the result immediately. If he turns into an introvert, we get the result, but it will be too dangerous. So we can identify the child before. The same way we go with criticism. Some people take any comment in a good manner or a bad manner. The child may feel that he has been criticized for not doing his homework or exam by the parents or by the teacher. The same comes between the parents and the children. The child says that I could not get time, or you haven't said me anything, I haven't done, I was busy watching TV. Then the parents get angry, or they may get anxiety. They shout at the child. So this type converts this sort of psychological causes criticism which comes under emotional cause. Both these brings substance abuse or ADHD, that is hyperactive disorder. The child will be so hyperactive that before questioning, he will be giving the answer. And whenever we come for this substance abuse, maybe smoking, biting his nails, having alcohol, or any other things with his friends, or spending time with his friends outside carelessly. Even from this criticism, the child may go to depression, or first he'll be having disappointment because his school or the parents have criticized him. He'll be disappointed that I haven't done. This disappointment brings a fear. That fear changes the child as again introvert or extrovert. This sort of fear and disappointment brings depression in a child after 2 years. This depression varies from 6 months to 2 years among the children. From the disappointment, it may turn into embarrassment. So whenever the child is embarrassed, initially, as I said, he gets fear. This fear changes to anxiety. This anxiety again changes to frustration. If he gets frustrated, he will behave in a different manner. You will try to ask people, I won't do. I have got some demands. If you clear my demands, I'll do. So if his demands are not met or not fulfilled, he gets frustrated. If he gets frustrated, he doesn't do anything. He gets embarrassed. Once he gets embarrassed, it turns to anxiety disorder. This anxiety disorder, along with substance abuse, that is smoking, drinking, or roaming with the children carelessly outside, may again turn into depression. Again, it comes to antisocial personality disorder or conduct disorder. Normally, we say that the child's conduct is not good. This conduct means behaving well in front of in the school, with the friends, or in the family. All this comes under the relationship. So whenever we go with these relationships, they are too sensitive, which we can't assess it easily because they are all the relationships, that is mother, father, and the child. They have got a fine line. Even sometimes, if a father beats a child, he may not feel bad, but a single word from his father or mother may affect the child. It depends on the child, that is mild, moderate, or severe, basis on their behavior or the way they take the word. This comes on again on the grown up of their family based on their behavior in front of the children. If there are two siblings in the family, the elder one and the younger one, normally parents, what do they do is, why don't you give to your elder one? Why do you fight with him? Or we may say to the elder one, give to your younger one. In this reason, the child may feel that I am not given good importance. The elder one is given good importance. So from here, the problem starts, and there will be implication is memory that I have been taken from me. It has been given to the elder one or to the younger one. If we can assess the child from his childhood, so we can stop the child becoming antisocial personality, or it may again turn into antisocial personality disorder. Nowadays, due to lockdown or corona, mother, father, and the children are staying at home the longer periods. The problem of adjustment, that is adjustment before it was in school. Now it has turned into families. The mother, father, and the child. Maybe one or two, they'll be staying at the home. If there is a single television or TV, the person who is elder in the family will be having authority to watch it. So he'll be watching on his own whatever he likes. The remaining people who are there, they watch initially. Later on, they feel that I was not given any chance to watch and they are not asking me. It may turn in 2 3 days or 4 5 days or immediately. So he goes and sits in his place, or if parents force him to read, he'll keep a book in front of him and he'll be thinking. In order to avoid that criticism or that conflict, he may go into daydreaming, which again brings a problem. The problem may be suppressed in his mind. So this children becomes antisocial, where we have got a problem. Hello.